and I'll show you some visuals as to what that looks like. But basically, this allows your consumers and customers to connect with you, because if they want to opt in or participate in your mobile marketing campaign, there's got to be a way they text in. And they're not texting in your personal cell phone number. They're not going to be texting into your business line. They need to text into something called a short code, which is a unique 5-digit code, as such and such, which gets assigned to your organization. And we'll talk a little bit further about that later on. Perfect. So as much as we're excited about mobile marketing, where it's headed, you still have to kind of understand who your target audience is, and is it still applicable for them. So not everybody needs to jump to mobile right now, or maybe even start thinking about it, because it really depends on what you do, who your target audience is, and how they communicate. So this chart over here, what it's demonstrating is, you can see kind of the seniors and the ways that they like to still communicate today. You can see they like to meet in person. They still like picking up the phone. They like using voicemails. They don't mind so much email. But when it comes to all this social stuff and instant messaging and Twitter and text messaging, they're very receptive to it. It's not a norm for them. Then you can see the opposite, Generation Y. On the Generation Y side, you can see that people are growing up with text messages and Twitter, and they're more, anybody that fits into that age group, they don't even think twice. Email, for example, has now been replaced. I grew up using Hotmail and then migrated to Gmail, but today's kids, what they're using, or the generation, is Facebook email to communicate to one another, or text messaging. So again, you have to understand your target audience, and depending on how they fit in any of these 4 categories, or even furthermore, the next category, this is how you know which tools or mediums that you still need to leverage, which is going to allow you to most effectively communicate with your customers. So just some statistics. Here are some important facts about mobile marketing. 95% of text messages are open and read. And sorry, I apologize. I meant to put an exclamation mark there. I accidentally put a question mark there. So if you got a text message right now from somebody that you never heard of, you're probably still going to read it and open it. That's where text messaging is right now. And if you're used to traditional email marketing, and again, this is not a standard, but it depends on obviously what vertical you're in. But if you've got a 20% open rate, that's considered extremely high. Now again, it depends on how big your list is, how qualified, how often you send out emails, at what time. But general rule of thumb, even if you get close to that 20% range, it's considered extremely important. So text messages that we know